So I'm in my office right now reviewing a book that you might recognize, The Mamba Mentality, and going through actually Kobe's view on pregame preparation. And I wanted to share a couple passages from this book that will inform the way that you prepare before games, because I see a lot of players making the same mistake before games in that they're sticking to this rigid structure that they have to follow, almost a superstitious structure. Like, I have to do this exactly the same way before every game, or else the game's not going to go in the way that I want. That's a big mistake. And so I'm going to share the first passage with you. Let me just open this up and find it quick. There we go. So here it is. I don't think I can flip this camera around, but it's right here. This is, if you have this book, let's see if I can find the number. No, it doesn't look that way. Yeah, okay, so this is on page 30 if you have this book. So 31 actually. So Kobe says, my mental preparation varied based on my headspace. It varied based on where I thought my head needed to be for that specific game. If I needed to get keyed up, for example, I listened to hard music. If I needed to soothe myself, I might play the same soundtrack I listened to on the bus in high school to put me back in that place. It's all about putting me in the place I need to be for that game. Some games required more intensity, so I would need to get in my character and my mind in an animated zone. Other games I needed calm. In that situation, I wouldn't listen to music. Sometimes even I would sit in total silence. The key, though, is being aware of how you're feeling and how you need to be feeling. It all starts with awareness. So a lot of players are amping themselves up before every single game and like psyching themselves up with really, really hard music, when in reality, maybe their system, their mind and body needs a little bit more calm. They're already a bit too overexcited. It all is about getting to that balanced point where you're not too high, not too low, and giving yourself what you need in the moment. So the theme here is respond to the needs of the moment. And I want to share one more passage with you. This is on page 35 if you have this book. And this is what Kobe actually physically did before games. So along the same lines, he said, I never had a set routine, an ironclad formula that I practiced night after night. I listened to my body and let it inform my warm-up because there are always variables. If I felt the need to shoot extra jumpers, I'd shoot more. If I felt the need to meditate, I'd meditate. If I felt the need to stretch for longer duration, I'd stretch. And if I felt the need to rest, I'd sleep. I always listen to my body. That's the best advice I can give. Listen to your body and warm up with purpose. So again, meet the requirements of the moment. It's going to be different every single game. And if you stick to the same rigid structure and the same old superstitions and feel the need to do the same thing before every single game, you're going to be missing signals that your body and mind are giving you that will inform the way that you actually need to prepare for that game. So again, if you're a little bit too amped up, calm yourself down. Maybe you might use a breathing technique or a meditation or something along those lines. If you need to get a bit more excited and you're a bit like drowsy or sleepy, maybe you take a nap and then wake up, move your body, shake your body out and listen to some more like pump up music to get yourself a little bit more animated before the game. And again, it also depends, it also depends on who you're going to be playing that game and what the needs of the actual game are. So keep all that in mind to keep a much more fluid structure pregame and meet the needs, the requirements of the moment.
Hey, it's Taylor. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you did, the best thing to do right now while it's fresh in your mind is to head over to deepgame.com and join us in our free masterclass. Now, this is where you'll learn all 8 laws of the deep game and all of the fundamentals that you need to know about the part of basketball that's played with the mind. We've had players call this the best hour of basketball learning of their lives, and it's completely free right now. So head over to deepgame.com to join us, and I will see you there.